Bop. Bop. Why, hello, little girls and boys. I'm Fred the Frog. Don't get me mixed up with Fred on the internet, because I don't like him that much. But, come on, Fred. Like, my real name's Fred Word. I don't really give crap. So, like, what you guys do around here? I usually catch flies in my tummy, and I throw them. Very long tongue. Don't tell my wife. She thinks I'm very short. Croak, croak, croak. I just had a stroke. Croak, croak, croak. I just had a stroke. Whoop. Sorry, that was my pet frog Fred. He really has problems. I'm sending to a therapist for the past 3 weeks, and the therapist had to go on leave. Cause Fred, I think. Don't tell him. He's really depressed. Oh crap, here he comes. Did you say I was depressed from having this girlfriend? Ouch. But like, she has her own problems too. You see, people call her Giggle and Gerda. Giggle and Gerda. That's the worst of everyone. What do you mean, Fred? It's Molly. It's Molly.